Hello, and welcome to another episode of Speak Your Truth. I'm here today with Ms. Kat Hall,
Hey.
and she is coming live from Long Beach, California. And we just found out we live pretty darn close to each other, so this is pretty cool. The universe
Yep.
put us together via live stream on Instagram, and here we are today,
Here we are. Hey,
neighbor.
Yes.
So speaking of Long Beach, you are hailing originally from Florida. What made you come to California?
So I grew up in Florida my whole life. Went to high school there, grew up there in the same home. Went to college at Florida State University. Go Noles. I did entrepreneurship, so I definitely knew that I wanted to do my own thing, and music is a huge passion of mine, and I started a few different projects during college, and then I knew that I just needed to come to California, mostly because I did an internship out here with a recording studio called Studio 637. I was out here for the summer in 2018, I believe. Yes, 2018. I was out here for the summer. They taught me how to take photos, and I started, learning how to do social media stuff. And so once I was out here, I was hooked. I chose Long Beach specifically because my friend was out here. My friend Ian, he offered me a place to stay, offered me a couch to crash on. So I did that, fell in love, and couldn't leave. Can't tear me away.
All right, awesome. So, speaking of growing up, when did you start to perform and what was your inspiration?
I kind of have always been singing. Started out in fourth grade-ish, just singing in choir, singing in school, in chorus. Started doing that all throughout high school. And my sister started singing in a reggae band when she was 15. My sister is my inspiration, my best friend, my biggest role model. So when she started singing on stage, kind of inspired me to get into the reggae scene, get into those vibes. I started wanting dreadlocks. I wanted to get on stage, but I was still finding my courage and a little bit hesitant. She was with a band called the Lions of Jah, and they asked me one day, "Can you sing?" And I'm like, kinda. And so I ended up getting on stage, and I would just go up for certain songs and sing with her. And it was just such a blast, just like going to bars and just saying, "I'm with the band," To this day, my mom's like, "I should have never taken you there." But it honestly was such an amazing experience. It taught me so much about life and about people. And so from a young age, I kind of knew, okay, I want to perform. I love the feeling of being on stage, and I love reggae music. I love the messages of unity and love and the rhythm. I just feel it with everything I have. So that's what started it all.
Yes. So your sister is one of your main supporters. Are there any other main supporters that you can think of, and back then or even now?
Well, I definitely would say my family has been supportive of my music. I also have a really good friend. His name is Mike Vaughn. He kind of saw my talent, and one of his really good friends started producing my music. So we all kind of started collaborating and working together. And hey, Rad, no. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's adorable. I've got a cat. Let's go with it. I'm good.
Okay. That was the dog. So Mike Vaughn is an angel human. He wants to manage artists. He's a couple years older than me, so he's like, "I want to help you. I want to do what I can." So he really started supporting me and doing a lot of stuff with researching with ASCAP and researching how my music can pop off, and just helping me find blogs to reach out to about my upcoming releases. He was just so amazing, and he still is. He's still supporting me, helping me find gigs and stuff. He's just so great. So I would probably call him my manager.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a homie. Other than that, in Tallahassee, I had a few people that really helped me grow and saw my vision and wanted to just help me. Just Chameleons was my first real band that I was a part of. There was another one that I was kind of a part of called Pulsation. That one didn't end up working out, but Just Chameleons was a true success. We played at a few music festivals. We recorded a whole EP, and everyone that was involved just, I was a college student, so I didn't have money to like pay them for studio time and everything, but they just poured everything they had into it and just made my dreams come true for me. And the guy that recorded it was Chris Culp at Log Cabin Studios. He just such an angel. Like, I've just been blessed by people that see my vision and they see my potential, and they don't want money, they don't want anything in return, they just want to help me see it through, which I think is so amazing and incredible. So that band, and then after Just Chameleons, I did Cat Hall Band. So everyone in that, Jake Dane, Monica Marino, Nick Miller, Adam Henley, amazing musicians that have helped me get to where I need to be and just really, really supported me.
Yes. And on the flip side, was there anybody that was a doubter? Was there anybody that was just throwing shade?
Well, I did mention that my family is pretty supportive. I went through a time where, so I started studying, when I did entrepreneurship, I was in the School of Business at FSU, which is a very prestigious school of business. And as you can tell, I might not look like a business student, like sitting here in these business calculus, accounting classes, just pulling my hair out, like, fine, I'll do it because I understand that I feel so blessed to have this education and everything. But the second year of college, I told my parents I wanted to drop out to do music, and they said no. They're like, you will not be successful. You're not going to make any money. Basically, you'll fail. And that was heartbreaking for me because I knew at that point what I was capable of and what I wanted. And to just be told, like, no, you can't, like, you're not going to make it. That really was a huge fuel for me to just, like, do it,
Yeah.
To just, like, fuel my fire of rebellion and just go for it, because I know that's what I love to do. And they actually ended up coming to watch me at an open mic where it was just me and my guitar, and I had a 30-minute set. And I remember after that, I went and sat down, and I'm like, what'd you guys think? And they're like, we get it now. So it kind of, it took some warming up, but they know that it's me now, and they understand. So it's cool. We're good.
I like that. I like that a lot. I have a similar background. I get you.
Yes. It's tough. It's tough because your family, you respect them and you love them, and you want to make them proud, and it's hard sometimes when you can't do that. It's like, I'm trying my best, I just want to make you proud and do what's right, but it's cool. And now they come to all my shows. They always are sharing my stuff. They're always watching my live streams. They love me and support my dream, and I have a college degree to back it up. So
And you have
honestly,
a degree. That's cool.
Can't complain. Complain.
Right on. You know what? I'd love it if you could bless us with a song.
Of course. I have 4 singles currently out in the world, and one of them is called Old Souls. Old, SOLS, soul, like the Spanish word for sun. So I'm definitely a big proponent of the sun. I love the sun, the energy, sustaining life energy. So this one's kind of about finding that soulmate, and building that collective energy and spreading it out. When I wrote this, I didn't have a man or like a significant other or a soulmate, but I knew that I was gonna find one, and now I have one. And so now I'm like, dang, this song was kind of written about him before I even knew him. So
Manifested that right there.
100%, 100%. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. I'll be your sunshine on a cloudy afternoon, and I'll be your cool breeze if it gets too hot for you, and I'll be your sun on this tidal rendezvous, and I'll be your sunset, paint the sky a golden hue. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. I am never been here before, but I've seen you before in the past life. Burn this sunshine. And you and I, we are old souls, and I've got all this power. Wanna dance to some reggae in my bedroom. I wanna smoke a joint, skyline view, feel you rhythm, feel you cool. Wanna me and you. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubble, bubble,
So easy transition right here. Your music style, so unique, so eclectic. I've been listening to your songs, and it's such a beautiful collaboration, mashup, so many influences. Tell me, I told you a little bit earlier before your recording just about a few thoughts I got, some vibes I got, but what are some of your influences?
I thank you, by the way. Definitely it's hard to like pinpoint what my music is.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'll tell people it's reggae, but in the end, I'm not really sure what it is. Amy Winehouse is a huge inspiration of mine. I love jazz. Jazz is like super inspiring to me, and I love doing the runs and the, like the theory behind it. I don't really know too much jazz theory, but I'm super into it.
Yeah.
So Amy Winehouse, she's a huge inspiration because she mixes that jazz and she has a few reggae, a little bit of ska, a little bit of everything. Yeah. So she's a huge inspiration, especially vocally. And then another one of my huge inspirations is Lauryn Hill. Her music is so inspiring to me because it just is so real, and she just talks about her experiences, and I resonate with it so hard. So I always kind of wanted to take that realness from her and just really funnel that into my music. Yeah. Another one is Erykah Badu. She kind of does the same thing. She talks about like New World, like she's on it, and she's so strange and funky. It just makes me want to like show those parts of myself because I know that I have them. So she's a huge inspiration. And then I like how you mentioned Stevie Nicks earlier. Definitely an inspiration. So yeah, those are just a few.
That's so rad. I actually cover a few Erykah Badu songs on my SoundCloud.
Ooh, she's the best.
Yeah, right after my divorce, I recorded a cover of Tyrone. So.
Ooh, so you better call Tyrone.
And
Yes.
tell him, come on, help you get your shit.
Ah. Of course. Also, another huge inspiration is Hyrie. We had a conversation about this earlier. That girl's energy is on point. Such an inspiration to be jumping around in heels and to be speaking her truth as well. And just being like an icon in the scene right now. Her and Natalie Rise, Vanalia, like those girls are seriously killing it. John Nine, like all the Jamaican female queens. Oh, wow. Yeah, those are definitely huge inspirations too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just agree on all of them. I own the CDs. I have the playlist saved, all of it.
Yes. You got to. You got to.
Got to. The lyric writers. Just the songs are amazing. The soul is so good. I'm a big fan of neo soul myself. Sounds like you might be a big fan of neo soul yourself.
Definitely.
That's cool. Is there anyone with whom you'd like to share your gratitude besides the people you already have? Is there anybody else?
Of course. I've been blessed. You've probably heard the saying, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yes.
I've been extremely blessed with amazing people in my life. And I feel like I don't tell them enough that they have seriously influenced me and helped me grow in amazing ways. Like I said, Ian, my homie Ian, he let me crash out here on his couch and like help me realize my whole dream, which is honestly, I can't even ever thank him or repay him for that. Same with the studio that I interned for, I now work for them. And that is like one of the reasons I'm out here too, and it's allowing me to be here, and they let me express my creativity in a different channel, and I just am so grateful that they trust me and that they love me to be part of their team. Huge shout out to Studio 637. Also, my current roommates are so supportive and amazing. They all have a Cat Hall sticker on their phone right now. And I don't know, that's just like, that says a lot. If you put a sticker on your phone, like, that's a real fan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is, that I'm super grateful for those girls. I also have a girl gang. One of them, Monica Marino, which I mentioned before, is my singer for the band. So I can't even like express my gratitude enough I have for that girl. Like, she just decided like to follow me and help me out and reach my dreams. Also, Morgan and Cherry, all four of us were Virgos, and I can just rely on them and lean on them so heavily. My sister, my brother, my best friend Jamie, my best friend Christina. Christina was the first person I ever started playing music with. We started a band in high school called Golden Arrow, and we ended up winning the talent show. It was just like, these people are still in my life, you know, and it's crazy to think about how much like they've been there for me and stood there by me in all those times, like even the hard times, you know, they've been there. So just a few.
I love it. And you know what? You're totally right. There's so many people in our lives, and how often do we take that time? So it's really cool.
Thanks for that platform.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Shout outs are good.
Yes.
And before we have another awesome song, this one, I like this one. This one, a lot of the questions I ask are just my own curiosity and the kind of questions I wish people would ask me. So, how do you think that you've grown spiritually or personally or consciously through your music? How has your vibe changed or evolved?
That's such a good question. My sister got me into like full-on spirituality. I was raised Christian, and that was a huge part of my life. But now I've kind of pivoted to finding truth in more than one avenue. And music has really helped me with that. because I got to a place where I could just sit down with my guitar and just let go and just say whatever I wanted, whatever came to my mind. And then I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Now I have this song. And sometimes I go back and listen to my old songs and I'm like, I don't even remember writing that. And I know that when I'm in a deep place, when I'm creating music, I know that it's God speaking through me.
Yes.
It's like divine spirit using me to express itself.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful for that. I just can't even fathom it, really. But yeah, I definitely feel God, and I feel presence of spirit when I'm creating music. So I'd say that has really taught me a lot. And I've also, like, especially during quarantine, this is something new. I've gotten to really low places where I'm like, I want to change the world. Like, I want to do something. I'm sick of sitting here. I want to help people. I want to do something. And I just keep hearing, like, music is the way. Like, music is the answer. You know, like, I don't know. Like, I guess I could do other things, but, like, my personal calling, especially during this time, is to lift people up through music. So it's been really cool, like, coming to terms with that and being like, okay, I am living up to my purpose and I am fulfilling what I was sent here to do.
Yes.
So feels good.
Right on.
Yes, I feel so good.
All right, what's the perfect song to go with that answer?
I think Feel It is the perfect song to go with that answer.
Right on.
So this one is a Just Chameleon song. So if you want to listen to the recorded full band version of this with trombone and saxophone, you can go to Spotify and search Just Chameleons.
All
right. This one's just about, like, feeling those vibes, honestly. And that's what unites us. It goes in circular motion. You feel the earth in rotation. Can you feel it right now? How can you feel it? It is a singular movement. Energy of this planet. Can you feel it right now? How can you feel it? Throw a stone into the water. Watch the circles go farther. Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it? The circles expand, flowing out from the center. If you stop and radiate into the future, can you feel it? So can you feel it? Feel it? Feel it? Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it? Feel it? Can you feel it right now? Whoa. Be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Open up your eyes and find what's hiding inside. Let the little sparrow inside you take flight. Conquer all the darkness of the world with your light. Do you feel the pulse? The beating heart of this world. I'm gonna scream until you feel it. Come together, my people. And in this world of division, I say you know I got this vision. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Come together, my people. But in this world of division, I say you know I got this vision. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Can you feel it? Feel it? Feel it? Right now. Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it? Feel it? Can you feel it right now? Oh. And what goes around comes around. What you put in is what you get out. The farther you get, the smaller it seems. Whoa, whoa. And what goes around comes around. What you put in is what you get out. The farther you get, the smaller it seems. Oh, can you feel it right now? Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it right now? Can you feel it? Oh, can you feel it? 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 Can you feel it right now? Oh, can you feel it right now? Can you feel it right now?
Yeah.
Felt so good.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to enter what I call the quick round.
Okay.
All right. So picture the world in 5 years. So it's 2025. Look around you. Tell me what that picture looks like. People evolving, world changing, yourself evolving.
I think there's going to be more technology for sure. I think that I have a lot of hope for people jumping on the wave of spirituality and realizing after all this is over, that we truly have ourselves and the answers are within, and there are, there's so much to learn out there, but there's a lot more to be learned in here. And when we sit by ourselves, it's like really apparent that we have a lot of work to do, and that there are answers inside. So I think in 5 years after all this is past, I think people are gonna maybe start realizing their own power a little bit more. Yeah, that's how I see it.
I dig it.
That's a hard question.
It really is.
It is.
And you actually answered my second question already. And so I can jump right into my third question.
Okay.
Cool. You're answering a lot of my questions, all encompassing perfectly together in one answer. So
Good.
more time for your music.
Yes.
Speaking of spirituality, who are some of your favorite spiritual teachers?
Ram Dass is a huge one for me. The book Be Here Now, if you haven't read it, changed my life entirely. He recently passed away, which rest in paradise. I think he's a lot happier now, but he influenced so many people with revolutionary ideas, and that has inspired me tremendously. Also, Eckhart Tolle, his book, A New Earth. So I read A New Earth before I read The Power of Now, and A New Earth is my favorite book. It seriously opened my eyes to the new world that's coming, where people really truly do realize their own power. That was a huge turning point for me. Some other spiritual people that I'm really into right now, Chris Dyer. I don't know if you know Chris Dyer. He's an incredible artist. I believe he's from Peru, but he makes insane murals that all have kind of like hidden deeper meanings. They're all, he just is such an amazing guy, and he shares his truth through his art and through his platform. So he's definitely a huge inspiration of mine right now. Nice. I also have another friend, Crystal Arignani. She does Tantra yoga retreats. Oh, wow. And she's so amazing, like so amazing. I've been learning a lot from her and just embracing the divine feminine and divine masculine too, and putting those together. So those are some of my influences.
Love it. I have the Eckhart Tolle book actually on my bookshelf right now. Yeah, I love that. You should check out Ernest Holmes too.
Who?
Ernest Holmes.
Okay.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Favorite ocean or body of water?
I'd have to say where I'm from, the Atlantic Ocean, because it's warmer and I just love going and being out in the water. And here it's like, ooh, it's chilly. But I do love the sunsets over here on the ocean. So yeah, I'd say Atlantic though. It has my heart. I'm a Florida girl.
I'm dying to go to Florida and experience the warm water phenomenon. So,
Yes, you need to. It's so different. Like it's also, I'm from North Florida, but South Florida, the water is clear and beautiful. So you gotta just check out all of it. It's
okay,
very diverse.
that's super cool. That is super cool. Yeah, that's neat. You're gonna check out Catalina Island where I'm from, and I'm gonna check out Florida where you're from.
Yes,
And so
definitely. I'm excited.
we'll trade oceans.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm here for it.
And so I'm not gonna ask you who your top 5 musical artists are because I think you already answered that with your influences.
I'd say, yeah.
If there's anybody that you left out, shout out right now. But I think you.
Shout out to Slightly Stupid. Anderson .Paak is such an inspiration to me. Thundercat. These are some R&B names, but
Cool.
Napalm, Hiatus Coyote, huge inspiration of mine.
Sick. Love
Favorites.
it. Check out a few of them when I look them up.
Definitely.
Yeah, I knew quite a few of them, but there's a couple that you got me on.
I got you. I can send you more too.
Yeah, for sure. I love it. All right. I'm actually out of questions. So if you want a couple more songs would be great.
I got you. Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
Do it. Do you want me to do 2 or do you want me to do 1?
I'd love to.
Okay. I want to do the song called Gray because it's about being a Florida girl. It rains during certain seasons. It will rain a lot in Florida, and I wrote the song the last year of college, kind of talking about how when it rains, it's super hard to get out of bed, and you just want to like veg and lay. It's just perfect nap weather.
Yes.
So this one was just kind of like some realness about my life, how it's definitely really hard for me to get out of bed sometimes. It's super frustrating, but at the same time, like, you just gotta go with it, accept it, feel it, and then like move on with your day. So this one was produced by my friend DJ Nove in Tallahassee. So here it goes. It's called Gray. Gray is the color of the sky when it rains. It's the color of my mind these days. I know I should change, but I don't. And I get used to the way it always rains in the state. It's like the weather has a way of saying I'm in control. Oh, why is the sky so gray, 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 gray is the color of my bed's the way. I got the orange throw and red pillows. Why is it so comfortable? I got string lights and incense and candles. It's 8 a.m. and I can't get out of bed again. The sky's so gray. I'm getting used to the cold weather. Catch me in a thrifted sweater. And I'm trying to put my pieces back together. Whoa, give me some time. I just realized that I'm a Florida girl and I'm used to the clear sky. Whoa, why is the sky so gray? Gray, 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 gray. Oh, I need motivation, inspiration, meditation. To get out of bed, I need motivation, inspiration, meditation. To get out of bed, I need motivation, inspiration, meditation. To get out of bed, I need motivation, inspiration, meditation. To get out of bed, I need.
Yeah. I think we all needed to hear that song today.
Good. You feel me? Like sometimes it's just,
Yes.
it's hard to get motivated.
It so is. You can ask my cat.
God love. He knows.
John Love knows.
Oh yeah, he does. It is. It's tough sometimes, but that's life, you know? That's life. So getting through it.
Gotta get through it.
Definitely.
All right. Last song. What do you drink from?
So this one is my latest release. It's called Vitamins. I had so many amazing people work on this track with me. It's about waking up every day and using positive affirmations to remind yourself that you shouldn't care what people think about you and that you got this. And just the importance of like doing that every day. I don't care what you think you know about me. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care what you think you know about me. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care what you think you know about me. Can't make assumptions, baby, immediately. I think I did the toxicity. Woke up with the sun. The days about to start, I gotta run. Ooh, I gotta run. Take my fights and fights. As you take affirmations. Ooh, I gotta run. Oh, Kitty, you're doing great. Before you leave the house, don't forget to meditate and gravity will pull you down. Go your own way. Picture how you want your day to go. With the flow, set it into motion. Get out of inside the box you put me in. 'Cause I don't care what you think you know about me. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care what you think you know about me. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care what you think you know about me. Can't make assumptions, baby, because of the toxicity. I give myself time. I'm up on my mind. Ooh, tell me this. I don't have the time. I love you too. Give you what you need. Whoa, I don't care what you think you know about me. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care what you think you know about me. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care what you think you know about me. Can't make assumptions, baby, lately. I've been cutting out the toxicity.
Dude, that was fire. That was
Thank you.
fire.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
probably my favorite one right now, for sure.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
And I lied. I have one more question. I always include a song that's available on Spotify with all my interviews. What would you like your song to be?
I'd say Vitamins, the one that I just played. I feel like that kind of gets my message across.
Yes. I dig it. All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, thank you so much for being a guest on Speak Your Truth. I really loved getting to know you better, and I'm sure all of our listeners and viewers and readers as well enjoyed the trip. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for the platform. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And if we want to support you, Cat Hall Music on Instagram, what are some other, is that the
Yeah.
main jam?
Instagram is the jam right now. I also have a website, cathallmusic.com, Facebook/cathallmusic. It's pretty much Cat Hall Music on everything. So
All right.
Instagram, Facebook, website, those are the places.
That's some good branding right there.
Got it. I got the domain. We're good.
All right. 1,000 blessings. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Peace.
Peace.